Today I'm going to talk about drinking and driving and do my best at persuading you to not do it. The most shocking thing that I discovered while doing research was that, according to the CDC, every day almost 30 people in the United States die in motor vehicle accidents that involve an alcohol-impaired driver. Just this past Halloween, one of my friends was killed and 4 others were severely injured due to a woman who was drinking and driving. I am qualified to speak on this topic because I have done research to gather information and statistics on this issue. Also, with having friends who are 21, I want to prevent terrible accidents from happening. First, I'm going to discuss alcohol and the ways that it can impair your body, and then I'll talk about the consequences and ways to prevent the issue. Now that you know what to expect, I'm going to start by talking about the many problems that can come from drinking and driving. According to GHSA.org, all 50 states define driving with a blood alcohol concentration at or above 0.08% as a crime. If you get pulled over, the officer will ask you to perform a sobriety test. Sobriety tests may include walking in a straight line or following a light with only your eyes. If you fail those tests, you may be asked to take a breathalyzer test. According to ReachOut.com, if you fail with a BAC of 0.08% or greater, there are many consequences for the driver. The driver may be arrested, have their license revoked, be charged a fine, or have to participate in community service depending on the state. The ultimate outcome of drinking and driving is possibly severely injuring or killing someone. It's not worth putting not only your life on the line, but other people's lives in danger, whether it be the friends in your car with you or another innocent driver on the road. Now that you're aware of the problems it produces, next I'll talk about the solution to this issue. One way to end this issue is by being educated on alcohol and how it affects your body and the limits of drinking. Alcohol is a depressant. Depressants slow down the central nervous system. The central nervous system is the part of the brain and spinal cord that control movements of the entire body. According to NCADD.org, when drinking alcohol, many skills become impaired, such as judgment, concentration, coordination, visual acuity, and reaction time. So, for example, if you are driving under the influence and the person in front of you quickly slams on their brakes, you would most likely run into them because your body isn't processing the situation fast enough, and your delayed reaction time wouldn't allow you to make a quick stop as if you were sober. So now that you know the ways alcohol can impair the body, I'm going to discuss the limits of drinking. As mentioned previously, we know that driving under the influence with a BAC of 0.08% or greater is a crime. So what does it take to reach that 0.08% BAC? One drink is considered a 1 12-ounce beer, 1 5-ounce glass of wine, or a 1 1.5-ounce shot of liquor. So how many drinks would it take to become an impaired driver? According to drivinglaws.org, a person weighing 120 pounds would become impaired after just 2 drinks, and a person weighing 200 pounds would become impaired after about 4. Of course, alcohol has different effects on different people for reasons including gender, weight, or how quickly the alcohol is consumed. Next, I'm going to list some of the ways you can prevent drinking and driving. Drugabuse.gov lists many ways that you can prevent drinking and driving. One way is to stay smart and speak up. The effects of alcohol last for hours, so even if you or your friend hasn't had a drink in a while, it could still be dangerous for them to drive. If you are sober, ask for the keys and drive so that everyone gets home safely. Another option is to find another ride. If you and your friends have all been drinking, find someone who hasn't to drive you. Even if it means calling your parents, they'll be happier you call them instead of putting yourself in a dangerous situation. If possible, stay the night where you are and drive home in the morning. The best advice is to plan ahead. If you and your friends are going out and plan on drinking, pick a designated driver before going out. This will eliminate the trouble of trying to find a ride while you're already out. Now I'm going to talk about the benefits of drinking and driving, or the benefits that come from choosing not to drink and drive. Like mentioned before, there are many negative outcomes that could happen from drinking and driving. When you choose not to drink and drive, you're preventing yourself from getting in trouble with the law. If someone who is sober is driving, that also prevents causing an accident that could possibly injure or even take someone's life. So in conclusion, from the statistics mentioned, drinking and driving is a very dangerous issue in today's world. From doing research, there are too many solutions to prevent people from getting behind the wheel of a vehicle while intoxicated. There's nothing wrong with going out with friends and having a few drinks, but that doesn't mean you're invincible when it comes to driving. You don't want to end up in jail or even worse, being the reason that someone is injured or dead. I'd like to ask you all to just think about the consequences of drinking and driving and learn to make responsible actions when you are drinking. You're not only putting your life in danger, but other innocent lives in danger as well.
Mhm.